Hey guys, so today we're going to talk about neck health. There are many things that you could do to keep your neck nice and healthy and strong. But the first thing you want to think about is, what are you always doing? What are your habits? What are your behaviors? Aristotle had once said, we are what we repeatedly do. Success, therefore, is not a one-time thing, but rather a habit, or rather something that you're going to do on a repeated basis. So when you're thinking about your neck health, nobody wants neck pain. And certainly if there was a magic pill to resolve neck pain, or any other problem for that matter, we'd probably take it. But because there is no magic pill specifically for neck pain, what we want to start to look at is, what are our habits and behaviors? What habits do we have with regard to sleep? How or what position are we finding ourselves in throughout our daily lives? Are we sitting at the computer a lot? Do we have a lot of stress and tension? Are we holding a lot of stress and tension in our bodies? So these are some of the things to consider before you even start looking at the specific self-care techniques that you can use to help you with your neck well-being. So once we've taken a look at our habits and behaviors, then we can also start to take a look at, okay, what are the supplements? What are the things that I can do to offset some of the negative impacts of either trauma, injury, habits, stress, or whatever your causal equation looks like. And what we can do is we can start first and foremost by aligning our spine. How do we align our spine? One of the many ways you can do that is by pressing through the crown of the head while maintaining ribs down in front. In other words, wherever you are right now, try placing your hands right in the middle of your sternum and get a sense of where your ribs are. From there, go ahead and press through the crown of the head and see if you can maintain ribs down in the front. That bee just buzzed me. And that's a great position to find our neck in if you have to do something in one position for a long period of time. The next thing that we can do is we can also add self-care massage techniques. So one of the self-care massage techniques I love to incorporate is to take one hand over the clavicle region and then slowly, gently, and easily start to lower my head to the opposite side. Once I feel a gentle stretch, I'm going to hold right here and I'm just going to breathe life into the tissues that I'm stretching. So I'll just breathe in slowly, and when you're breathing, what you want to do is you want to breathe diaphragmatically so that you're not recruiting your scalenes and the other neck muscles that are involved in forced breathing or forced inspiration. So I'm holding right here, I'm gently leaning back, and then I'm just breathing into all of these tissues on this side of my neck. So while I'm holding this position, I can also rotate my head around. I can also move my fingers around. Perhaps there's, some adhesions or stuckness, for lack of a better word, somewhere along this area, and I can press into those areas and add to the release. How long should we be holding this position? Well, I think there's a lot of research that points to the idea that 2 minutes is a good amount of time to hold any particular stretch. But I think in general you want to consider frequency over intensity, which is a concept that they talk about in natural movement practice. So thinking about doing this throughout your daily life and just giving yourself little micro doses of stretching and self-care throughout your day, every day, for the rest of your life, that would be my best recommendation for this particular stretch. And of course, make sure that you balance it out with the other side. So the front stuff tends to be, or the front is where we tend to hold a lot of tension, but we also hold a lot of tension on the back side. So one of the things that we could do for the back side is we can take our hand and place it on the back side of your neck. From here, I'm going to rotate my head to the opposite side and drop my chin towards that side's armpit. Once here, I can take the weight of my hand and gently apply some pressure right here. Now with this hand that's behind my neck, I can start to massage my spine. I could start to massage into the shoulder, and I can massage into the side of my neck, up into my scalp. One of the best things to remember about your body is that everything is totally interconnected from top to toe, shoulder to fingertip. There are no separations inside your body. So whenever you're addressing somewhere on your body locally massage, you also want to consider the systemic effect, both via the nervous system, but also the systemic effect via the fascial matrix or your connective tissue. So when my goal is to massage something that I feel symptomatically in my neck, I also want to consider the fascial implications as almost like a web of connective tissue around my whole body, and then just take my stroke or my technique beyond the area where I feel the discomfort. You might consider that working upstream and downstream. That's one way that you can look at it. So these are just a couple different ways that you can stretch and move your neck around. Obviously, it's going to take a little bit of time to accumulate the benefits. At the same time, many of us will experience profound relief from things like tension headaches or even migraine headaches, and just overall general tension in just a matter of a couple minutes. So it's worth your while to give it a try. I hope you enjoyed this video, and make sure to make it a great day. Thanks.